Okay, so now we're at what was the Massey house.
Joe Massey house.
Joe Massey was your grandfather.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about this house and the people who lived here.
This house used to have a hedge around it, all the way around. Hedge bush, about this high. I had to cut it a bunch of times.
Mom, can you turn the car off? I'm afraid it'll be too noisy. Okay, so Joe Massey and then your Granny Massey. What was her
Etta
name?
Massey. Etta.
Etta?
Yeah.
And she was a saddler.
I don't know where she came from.
Okay,
I
and
really don't.
not your biological grandmother,
she's
but
not.
did she treat you like she was your grandmother?
Her?
Did she treat you like she was your grandmother?
Oh yeah. What you talking about?
And what did you do when did you visit here quite often too?
Yeah, I stayed plenty of weekends with her. I'd come down here because she'd cook the best breakfast. Ooh-wee. She made biscuits and sawmill gravy and make you shoot your preacher. She was a really, really, really good cook. In fact, Mother learned to cook a lot of things from her. Sure did.
And you came here, and you and Jim Cooley came here.
Jim Cooley never came here. This was not his mother.
Okay.
This is not
This is
his
Massey.
grandmother.
This is a Massey
Wrong
house.
family.
Yeah, that's Massey's baby.
Did you have any Massey?
Jim Cooley's the walls.
Okay.
Did you have any Massey cousins you would see down here?
Oh yeah, the one where we pulled up and I said the horse had a horse lot. That was Harold Massey, who was one of my 4 cousins that lived in that house. And he was always here on vacation. I mean, like holiday, like Thanksgiving and Christmas and things like that. We always came here because Granny would cook, you know, and everybody would bring meals, potluck.
Okay, so your mother was born in this house in the back room.
In the back room on the left.
Okay.
Same room I was born
And then
in.
you were born in the same room.
Yep.
Okay. Tell me about your grandfather. What did you call him?
I call him Granddaddy. I call him Granddaddy and the other one Pawpaw. The Cooley was Pawpaw Cooley and the Granddaddy was Granddaddy Massey.
Okay, and what do you remember about him?
I remember about him one time we were going down 150 and he had a real bad arm because he had cancer, didn't know it at that time. But he had a real bad arm. It hurt him all the time. And he was having problems changing gears. And I was a little boy standing up in the seat beside him. And he told me to change the gear. And I said, Granddaddy, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know how to do that.
There was gears on the floor, too.
Yeah, he ended up doing it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't want to use the brakes or didn't have brakes. He was wanting to gear down, going down that hill there on under that bridge at Muscota.
So, did he work in the mines too, your granddaddy
Yes,
Massey?
he did. He worked in the mines too. He worked outside though. He had an outside job.
Okay, and the mines what mines are you talking about?
We're talking about number 4 and number 5 and number 6 mines.
Muscota.
Muscota, yeah.
Okay. And so was this wall here when you were a little boy?
That wall was not there.
What was over on the lot beside?
Just a field.
Just a field?
Where the planted stuff. It was a garden field. It was not part of this land.
Okay.
It was not part of this land.
But you said behind the house there was an outhouse. So it
we
didn't
had
have
an outhouse
internal
behind
plumbing.
it, yeah. Yeah, this house probably only had about 2 or 3 acres. It did not have that acreage. It didn't belong to the Masseys.
Did they garden or farm out here?
The Goodwins did. That
Okay.
land belonged to the Goodwins.
But your Massey family didn't have a
No.
garden or anything.
We had a garden behind here, a little bitty garden.
Okay.
And beside it, right here, we had a garden. Yep.
Anything else about the Masseys?
No, but we were here every holiday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, 4th of July, you were here. You come to the Masseys, that's where we came. As far as I know, we never went to the Cooleys for a holiday. It was all here. And I mean, you'd have a bunch. You'd have 30, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Masses, all the masses.
Did they all live in the area?
No, they don't live in the area. Most of them did, but some of them lived in Muskota.
Okay. Which isn't too far, but it's not,
Not
here
too
in Lacey
far,
Chapel.
no.